Nick, I got a problem.
What's your problem, Jeremy?
It's a serious problem. Like, you got to take this one seriously. I got a problem.
Okay, right.
All right, so I have all this budget and I got all these great ideas, right? I got these products with these lifestyle images, and I'm gonna tailor my creative to placements, and the copy's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna do IG stories, and I got all these things to test. But every time I throw everything at the wall, some of it wins and some of it loses. But net, I lose, right? What am I supposed to do with that?
I think it's time we talk about the mountain climber method.
You always got a method. What mountain climber method? How is that gonna help me?
All right, so testing and scaling and optimizing, I think about as being like mountain climbing.
Okay.
Right? You think about a mountain climber. Think about like Alex Honnold, right?
Okay.
He just free soloed El Capitan. He's like the #1 climber out there.
Okay.
He's a big deal, right?
Okay.
So you look at guys like this that are pros, and the way they climb, there's a method to the madness.
Okay.
Right? When he's climbing, he's not doing crazy Sylvester Stallone pull-up jumps or anything like that, taking all his arms off the wall.
Okay.
He's very calculating. I mean,
Okay.
first off, he'll go plot out his routes beforehand and stuff, but let's just look at like kind of the mechanics of it. So when he's climbing, at any given time, he's got 3 limbs on the face,
Okay.
the rock face, right? And he's going to reach out, he's going to test his weight with the hand to foothold, and then only when he's sure it's secure is he going to pull himself up.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And then he's going to reach up with one foot, find a good foothold, start to put a little bit of weight on it, make sure his center of gravity is in the right place, and he's going to pull himself up.
Okay.
Right? So with this metaphor, I'm going to beat this to death, by the way. With this metaphor, that's really kind of the process for testing and scaling. So the idea is that you've got a firm foundation to build on. Think about that as sort of the anchor strategies, right? It's like 3 of your limbs. You've got your retargeting strategy, it's working great. You've got maybe a couple different prospecting strategies, and within that you've got a couple different creatives and landing pages that are coming in at a pretty good ROAS, right? It's like 200% ROAS. But your goal is to be at what? Like, what are you trying to get?
I'm trying to get to 350.
350.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we know from experience that not every combination of thing is going to work, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You're gonna you like you said, you've got all these different creatives and landing pages and things that you want to test, and you're going to kind of put them in different combinations and you're going to test them, right?
Yeah.
But you're not going to bet the farm, right? You're not going to gamble your life on one strategy, right? So you're going to kind of reach out, going to get a little bit of a feel for it, put a little bit of spend behind it, and if it seems like it'll hold your weight, you're going to start pulling yourself up, right?
Okay.
And so, part of that too is also potentially scaling, right? It's almost like the effort of pushing yourself up on the known anchors is a bit like scaling too. And that will only take you so far, right? At a certain point, like we said in one of our last episodes, there's going to be diminishing returns.
So let me bring this in, right? So you're telling me that as opposed to trying everything I have all at the same time, all placements, all the creatives I have, I should look at what performed during my initial test. I had a couple creative still images with some simple copy, 2 lines, and a call to action, and I had 20% off. That worked pretty well. You're saying I should take that. That would be my anchor strategy. No matter what happens, I know that's going to bring in a 200% ROAS. Then maybe prioritize my tests so that the one that I have a bunch of them, but I kind of know which one will probably work if I really look at it. Take that top one and test that one and see how that works, and then kind of balance it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And really, the trick is you've got so much budget, right? Let's say it's 10 grand a month or whatever is your budget.
Yep.
So kind of low, let's say, but you're not going to put all 10 grand behind this new thing, right? Like this new combination, even if you're pretty sure it's going to work.
Okay.
I mean, it's like you're looking at the handhold, looks pretty solid, but like I said, you're not going to bet your life on it, right?
Yep.
You're going to test it out. So how much is kind of the right amount? Well, we got some calculators and stuff for this, but just, again, using the mountain climber method, let's just use a rule of thumb of, 25%,
Yep.
right? You're going to use a reasonable amount of budget to see if that's going to work. The other thing too is that, again, we know from experience that not every single combination is going to work. So, part of this exercise is sort of figuring out, how much is sort of the right amount to spend. And, maybe at some point in the future, we could maybe share some calculators or like show people some math on how to think about this. But if you tell me like, hey, Nick, my bare minimum ROAS that I have to hit no matter what is 200%. I can never go lower than that. And what I can do is I can kind of reverse engineer and tell you, well, you can basically test with this amount of budget, and even if you get 0% return on ad spend, you're still going to be coming in at 200% ROAS, right?
Interesting.
So it's like the safe approach.
Interesting. So let me ask you a different question. So there's more than one platform out there, right? Like everybody talks about Facebook, and that's cool. But there's so many other platforms out there. The kids are doing TikTok and Snapchat's out there. I've been hearing some rumblings about that. There's even Google if you got your CPC game right. Like how do I even balance wanting to test in those areas? Because again, I got a limited budget. Like how would I mountain climb or rock climb in that scenario?
Yeah. So I mean, really, the trick is kind of figuring out how much test budget is enough, right? And we kind of talked about this, I think, in the first episode, right? We're talking about from a budget perspective, you need to have, what do we say, 3 to 5 times about your target CPA,
Yep.
right? So same principle applies, right? If I'm going to be running on 5 different platforms, and on each different platform I'm going to have 3, 4, 5 different creatives, I mean that's really splitting it super fine,
Yep.
right? So trick is to make sure that whatever that combination is, whatever that new platform is, that I'm giving it a relevant, a significant amount of budget, or sufficient, I should say, so that you're not just running one creative with one landing page, with one audience. It doesn't work, and then you just go, okay, the channel doesn't work,
Yeah.
right? So, but on the other hand, you're not going to beat your head against a wall, and try 800 different combinations on a certain platform, and they all don't work. Well, that's not good, right? You just wasted a bunch of money.
Yeah.
You could have known after combination 10 or something maybe that that platform is just not going to work, or maybe there's some deeper issue that needs to be addressed.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. No, I love it. And so this is an example of some of the different scenarios that some of our clients come with us today. They have a lot of great creative, new products are launching, new promos, lifestyle images, product images. They want to try it all. And what we have to do is take a practical and methodical approach to our testing to ensure we have anchors in place, because we want to keep you profitable, but also there's enough budget for us to innovate and understand what, based on the leading lagging indicators, we are able to understand what's working best, and we continue to innovate. One thing that we always do, no matter what's happening, is we're always testing, whether that's audience, that's creative, that's copy, that's channel. We're looking for a way to capture our customers' target audience. So
I got always be testing tattooed across my chest.
oh snap, there it is, or oh Facebook, depending on what platform you're talking to. So I hope you enjoyed us going back and forth talking about how to test and what to look for. If you have an abundance of products, an abundance of channels and opportunities to test, our first thing is always to look at where your winners are, where you're profitable, and carve out enough spend to test. And at that point, when you find winners, the anchors and your foothold continues to get more sturdy, and you can test more and more. I think that's all we got for today.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. Don't forget to let us know in the comments if you have any specific topics you want us to cover, and tune in next time.
All right.